So this is the Gabi drip brewer. It looks like you put water there, it drips slowly into this screen that kind of disperses the water and drips it slowly. And then it drips on the coffee, and then there's two holes. It looks like there's many holes, but there's actually only one in the center and one on one of the sides, which is kind of weird. But this is where the filter and the coffee goes, and you get filters actually. Yeah, and then it drips into your cup. So I'm going to try it out for the first time. I'm just going to add some cold water, and just to see how the flow goes. It's actually dripping faster than I thought. I probably shouldn't do this next to all my grinders. Yeah. Okay, so... and it hasn't reached the bottom chamber yet. It seems to be kind of bottlenecked in the middle chamber. Now what happens if that overflows? Oh, it's starting to drip down. Okay. Looks like it's mainly dripping in one spot though. Oh, we got a couple drips in a couple spots. It's not like an amazing shower. Oh, it's starting. You know what? This is the first time. Maybe it needs, maybe it needs hot water. Now it's really showering. So this middle chamber is now full. Yeah, it's got a nice, gentle rain. So yeah, that could work. My only concern is I wonder how the temperature loss is. It says not to use like 100 Celsius. It says, I think in the instructions up to 96 Celsius. So you put it in there. I know plastic's supposed to be better than ceramic for temperature retention. It's a better insulator than glass, so that's good. But you're pouring it there, it's kind of hanging out for a bit, pouring into there, then it hits your coffee. So it's a couple steps. And then finally into your cup. I don't care about the cup temperature, but brew temperature might be a little lower than standard pour over. But kind of neat. See how it compares to Clever Dripper, which I also picked up. Should also say when I open this thing up, I didn't see the English instructions. It was on the other side though. And the instructions aren't too confusing, but when I first opened it, I'm like, what the hell? It's all kind of neatly contained in one cone-shaped package, which is nice. I don't know if I could figure out how to fit it back in, because yeah, it was kind of like one piece was tucked inside another piece, and I just was trying to figure out how this works, and it was very confusing. Yeah, once you figure it out, I think it's going to be pretty easy to assemble and disassemble. It's just, you know, when you first see it, there's so many parts, and it doesn't seem like things will fit together. One potential issue, if you overfill, this and this part kind of were just tension attached. There's like some plastic tabs that kind of click in, and it clicks in pretty tight. But because they're a separate part, it makes it easier for compacting for storage, but it's a separate part. So once water fills up all the way and there's excess water, if you overfill it, there's a possibility. I think when I was just testing with water, there's a little bit extra that dripped out down the side, so it escaped through a crevice there. And then it looks like they kind of factored that into the design a little bit. There's some holes there. So I'd actually prefer if there wasn't holes, and then it wouldn't drip. It would just add up there until it overflows, but I don't think it would be enough to overflow. But if it does overflow, then it goes there, and then there's also holes in that. So it will either drip into the cup or outside your cup. It looks like this might drip outside the cup, which would not water down your coffee, but it might make a little mess around your cup, just with water. So something to keep in mind. I don't think it leaked too bad when I was rinsing it. When I was kind of washing it, I had this filled up with water and I turned it to the side and then it was leaking a lot. But I noticed just a couple drips when it was upright the way it's supposed to be. So maybe not too big of a deal. I'll see how it actually works in use. But I did find it actually works. It drips the best, like it drips the fastest, once it's filled up to the top and there's enough pressure to, force its way through all the holes. It seems to drip through the holes on the bottom better as a result because of the increased pressure. Otherwise, it seems to prefer a few different holes. As predicted, I really should have taken a picture before I took this thing out because I don't know how everything sits in what. So it comes with this neat little case, comes with a lid, so it's good for travel. So this is actually two pieces compacted within each other. That's part of the confusing part when I first opened it, but there's no way that's gonna fit in there. I mean, that kind of sits there. Then we have this part that goes somewhere in there. Don't want to. I don't even know if this came with this or the Clever Dripper. That doesn't seem to work as a lid. This one has a different lid. Wait, does it? Definitely didn't fit better upside down, but what I did is basically tucked the handle around the other piece because it wouldn't go inside without bending it and possibly breaking it. So now, yep, that fits. Nicely compacted. I don't know if this is supposed to go in there on top. I can try and fit it. Yeah, so I tried. I didn't want to cram this in. It seems to fit better without it. Probably could fit, but everything seems nice and compacted in that. And it actually has a good, it seals on pretty well. I'm just holding it by the lid. So yeah, good travel protective case. Not the best shape for travel, but yeah, whatever. You can probably throw it in a suitcase or a bag with some clothes, and just wedge it right in wherever. So I should probably show this. This is pretty neat. So it does have some decent instructions and also some recipes for different types of coffee. So if you want something strong, something light, and you can even make an espresso style. I like that it shows you the grind size. I don't know. We're gonna be measuring 2 microns. Is that microns? 2 millimeter? 0.2 millimeters? Yeah, I think that's microns. 2 to 5 microns.